In this video, I'm gonna show you how I made these European mounts at home for about 10 bucks each. So this is going to be the boil and pressure wash method is basically the best name for it, I suppose. If you have a little bit of spare time, you can do this yourself, save a little money, and best of all, it's a really fun time to hang out with friends. I always look at it like a couple afternoons hanging out with friends, talking about deer hunting, reminiscing about the previous deer season. So here's the one that I got last year. I just did this, it's really fresh. Show you. This was actually a deadhead, probably 5-6 years ago. Again, maybe 4 years ago. These two are the ones I'm gonna do in this video, start to finish. Yes, so. I know. I haven't posted any new videos in months, it seems, on the eFactor channel. Well, the reason is I started selling real estate. I work for Century 21 Kaima Properties now. That has really just consumed all of my time, especially out of the gate, starting things up. And I'm just now getting back into having some time to do some eFactor videos. So later, if you're looking to buy or sell land or even your home, let me know, I'd love to help you. Without further ado, let's get back into how to do your own European mount.
Warning, this video contains graphic content.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Stay tuned for the end of video bonus footage where we will be staining a deadhead's antlers. So I start out, I grab the ear and I just start cutting behind the ear. I'm not saying this is the right way to do it. This is just the way I've always done it, and it seems to work out pretty well for me. Because in that ear you can kind of hang on to it. I want to do these quickly after the kill, because if you procrastinate and wait and it's a hot day out, you're gonna have one stinky, messy job and you'll hate it. Make sure you're well back from the skull so you don't accidentally cut into the skull. Actually, I'm just gonna do it here. There's a big chunk of this vertebrae spine right here you don't need. Spine has like these two fingers with hooks that go like into the skull. And there's all these little ligaments that attach them. You know, you can see it. It's got that hinge on it. Now we take the jawbone out. You can see by looking at the two there, this one right here is the 8.5-year-old. And then when I turn them like this, you can see the difference, how short these teeth are compared to these look like real big long teeth. And then when you look at it like this, you can just see they're flattened off instead of sharp. So this is an 8.5-year-old deer because we had it aged by the front teeth. And I don't know the age on this buck, but I'm gonna guess somewhere, 3.5 years old or something. So based on that, this buck here, this 8-pointer I just shot, yeah, he's, whatever, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Look at that big old tongue. Hungry? Wonder if anybody's ever ate deer tongue.
I'm sure you probably could.
Man, have to try that sometime.
Deer tongue.
This is a deer tongue. Look how big his tongue is, Bear. There we go. At some point you can rip them apart. don't remember it being all this work. Still saved me 75 bucks. There we go. I gotta find a 5-gallon bucket that I'll soak all this stuff in water. Then I'll let it sit there for at least 2 weeks, just soaking in water. I'm gonna change the water out a few times. And what that's gonna do is it just loosens everything up. And you can literally, then you take a power washer and you just basically power wash all the meat off that you can, and then kind of cut on a little more. But the thing I like about the bucket of water is it just makes it so it's not like rotting, stinking smelling. I want to send off these teeth, one of the front teeth, just to get an age on them, just so that I know. You know what I mean?
And you can send off just the front teeth.
Right.
Just one,
so, and that's what you do. You and I'm gonna do that right now. So you basically, they have you just basically cut down into the jaw, and you can do it when the jaw is still soft like this, and you get the tooth in the jaw like as far down as you can get. That's what they tell you to do. Got it. I've got the front tooth here with the roots connected to it. So I'm gonna put this in a baggie and I'm gonna mark it, you know, Brian's 8-point bow kill or whatever.
Sharpen the blades too, even the replaceables. Maybe that'd be great.
Someone else.
I
Crazy.
Put in all the work.
The last step to get the skulls as white as possible, 40% peroxide developer. It's like a hair product for bleaching hair, but it's a cream, so it doesn't like run and drip. Anyways, I'll put a link below. See if I can get that shot in here. This is the one I killed this year. Got a yellowish tint to it, or like a dull off-white. And this is the one that I found this one this year. Look at that thing, freaking tank. A 2-year-old deadhead or something, but just kind of doing that. And we'll smear it all over. So I just brushed it on there as good as I could. Alright, it's been about 20 some hours. So we're gonna go rinse this stuff off. This one, it's really white under there. I mean, you can see it really stained or turned or bleached the skull really white. So that looks awesome. We're gonna rinse it off, and we may put another coat on this one, or we may call it good. We're gonna rinse it off in the sink and see what we got. Put it in a hot shower. Just don't tell your wife. The deadhead here. It just doesn't take the peroxide cream nearly like the deer freshly killed. I mean, this one from this year, I mean, that peroxide just turns it super nice white looking.
So if you look at the two side by side, this is the one that I've used the stain on, and this is the one I have not. Anyways, yeah, this is a deadhead this year, and I boiled the skull, soaked it in water, boiled it, and I just want to show you guys this one because of the bleached white antlers there. Kind of how you can fix them up a little bit with some stain to make it look a little bit nicer. All right, I've already stained one antler, and this is a very light stain. What I'm using is called Mini Wax Wood Finishing Cloths. Look how that turned out. That base it looks great now. Anyway, I've heard of you can use like shoe polish on the bases. I've never tried that. I'm pretty happy just with using this stain. This is called natural oak. So you could definitely go darker if you wanted, you know, that dark horn look.